Namaste, Javins. Today we'll be discussing about lung volumes and capacities, which is a part of your respiratory system in human physiology. Lung volume and lung capacities are the volume of the air that are associated with different phases of respiratory cycle during inspiration, during expiration, and spirometry is the instrument that is used to measure it. Now, there are four types of lung volumes: tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory persevere volume, residual volume. Generally, we talk about tidal volume, which is the normal air inspired and expired out during quiet breathing. The normal value of tidal volume is 500 ml. See here, you can see. Next is inspiratory reserve volume, that is the extra volume of air that is inspired or inhaled after tidal volume. Like in previous phase, tidal volume is 500 ml, but extra volume of air that is inhaled is your inspiratory reserve volume. That means it is a reserved amount. That is 3000 ml in adult and 33 or 1900 in male, 3300 in males and 1900 in females. Then expiratory reserve volume is the extra volume that can be exhaled out after tidal volume by maximal expiratory efforts. It is 1100 in normal adult male and 700 in females. Then is the residual volume. As the name suggests, residual, that is the left out part. So the volume of air that is left out in lungs after forceful expiration or complete expiration is the residual volume. It is 1200 in males and 1100 ml in females. See, here is the graph. Now we'll talk about lung capacities, which are the combinations of two or more lung volumes. It is of 5 categories: inspiratory capacity, expiratory capacity, functional residual capacity, vital capacity, and total lung capacity. The inspiratory capacity is the maximum volume of air that can be inspired after normal tidal expiration. So it is the sum of tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume, and it is around 3500 ml. Expiratory capacity is the maximum volume of air that can be expired after normal tidal inspiration. It is the sum total of tidal volume plus ERV, that is expiratory reserve volume. The normal value is 1600 ml. Then we have FRC, that is functional residual capacity. It is the volume of air remaining in lungs after normal tidal expiration. It is 2300 ml. Now, what is the significance of FRC? It signifies continuous exchange of gases so that concentration of O2 and CO2 is maintained. It helps in breath holding. It helps in dilution of toxic inhaled gases, prevents collapse of lungs, and reduces workload of inspiratory muscles and right ventricle. Old age and obstructive and restrictive lung diseases like TB, bronchitis, bronchiectasis, lung collapse, these factors affect the FRC. Now we'll talk about vital capacity, which is the maximum amount of air expelled after deepest possible inspiration. It is 4600 ml. The significance is that it helps in assessing the strength of respiratory muscles, age, sex, strength of respiratory muscles, gravity, pregnancy, ascites, pulmonary diseases. All these factors affect VC. Like during pregnancy, because of the fetus, it is affected. Ascites is a collection of fluid within the abdominal cavity, and many other pulmonary diseases also affect the VC. Next is total lung capacity, which is the volume of air present in lung after maximum inspiration. It is 5800 ml. Here you can see the divisions. Then we'll talk about dynamic lung volumes. First is time vital capacity or FVC, which is FVC is the volume. So time vital capacity or FVC, it is the volume of air that can be expired rapidly with maximum force, and then we follow it with maximum inspiration. And this is recorded on the spirograph with the help of spirometer. So these are the types or the sub-classification FEV1. It is the volume of air expired in the first second of FVC. It is the flow rate and is expressed in percentage. This can be represented in case of low obstructive lung diseases. If we talk about the importance, it is important in cases of obstructive lung diseases, normal or high in, it is normal or high in restrictive lung diseases. Next is minute ventilation, which is also called as pulmonary ventilation. It is the volume of air inspired or expired per minute. And it is 6 to 7.5 liters per minute. Next is maximum breathing capacity, which is also called as MVV. It is the maximum volume of air that can be ventilated voluntarily for a given interval of time. Here we ask the patient or the subject to breathe rapidly and deeply for 15 seconds. And this is recorded by spirometer. The normal value is 80 to 170 liters per minute. But in cases of emphysema and respiratory muscle weakness, it is decreased. Next is breathing reserve or pulmonary reserve, which is the maximum amount of air above the PV that can be inspired or expired in 1 minute. It is also expressed in percentage. Now we'll talk about dyspneic index. It is 60 to 90% normally, and average is 75%. It is important in case of dyspnea. Dyspnea is inability to breathe, and it occurs when it becomes less than 60%. So this is all in this session. I hope you understood it well, and if you have any doubts, you can post a comment. And this session is part by Digital 2.0 version, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Thank you.